Good morning, I beat to Dr. Wana. In this dashboard, I am using continuous numerical data to present the total COVID-19 vaccination by 13 states. So these data are first organized in a contingency table, and then the visual report is generated using Power BI. So based on the dashboard, I'm using pie chart and bar chart to visualize my data. And it can be seen that Samoa, which is represented by the blue color, has the highest total COVID-19 vaccination, while Kelantan, which is represented by the orange color, has the lowest total COVID-19 vaccination. And the good thing about using bar chart to visualize our data is so we can easily compare values across different categories, and it also helps in identifying trends and patterns in the data. While bar chart, it clearly displays the percentage contribution of each category to the total. So that concludes my presentation.
The first diagram will be explaining youth unemployment. It is represented by a bar chart. The blue chart represents youth not in labor force, the purple chart represents employed youth, and the pink chart represents unemployed youth. From the first sentence, focusing on the blue chart, at 68%, South Asia had the highest sum of youth not in labor force, which is 23% higher than East Asia and Pacific, which had the lowest sum of youth not in labor force, 45%. This means that most of youth may be students. The second sentence, they explain sum of youth not in labor force, the blue chart, and total sum of youth employed, the purple chart, are negatively correlated with each other. The second diagram elaborates unemployment between adults represented by a line chart. Employed adults are represented by the dark blue line on the top, followed by the orange line, which are adults that are not in labor force, and the light blue line on the bottom represents unemployed adult, decreasing, which is positive for economic growth. Unlike youth, most adults are employed at 70%, the highest of sum of adult employed, and the lowest is 46%.
So in my slide, I'm going to present the world's top emitters of carbon dioxide by 12 countries, which is China, US, Europe, India, Russia, Japan, Germany, Iran, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Canada, and Indonesia. We can see I got two types of chart, which is the first one is chart bar and the second one is area chart. By referring the bar chart, at 11256, China had the highest sum of megatons of carbon dioxide per year and was 1917.20% higher than Indonesia, which had the lowest sum of megatons of carbon dioxide per year at 558. China also accounts for 38.14% of sum of megatons of carbon dioxide per year. Across all the 12 countries, sum of megatons of carbon dioxide per year range from 558 to 11256. Types of variable that applied in this case is numerical, which is the quantitative, under the continuous because the sum of megatons carbon dioxide per year is a measured characteristic. Next, at area chart, the graph shows a downward slope because the data is orange descending.
My name is Tang Roland and my student number is 22076385. The part I'm responsible for is clean water and sanitation. In this chart, the bar chart on the left is about share of the population using safely managed drinking water from 2000 to 2022. According to the data in here, we can find that developed countries have a higher probability of exposure to good water resource than developing countries, and global exposure to good water resource increased from 2000 to 2022. The chart in the right is about the share of population with access to sanitation facilities in 2020. Based on this bar chart, we can see that sanitation facilities are better in developed countries.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Fairuz Danamiti Mazuki and my matrix number is 220037770. So today I would like to explain about the number of people living in extreme poverty in 1990 and 2013. So there is several countries which is East Asia and Pacific, Europe and Central Asia, Latin America and the Caribbean, Middle East and North Africa, South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa. So as you guys can see, only two countries the number of people living in extreme poverty in two countries only they are decreasing, which is Europe and Central Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa. And then the others countries like East Asia and Pacific, Latin America and the Caribbean, Middle East and North Africa, South Asia is decreasing. But overall, for the overall data for uh, the number of people around the world is actually decreasing in 1990 to 2030.
Hello, my name is Zhang Baichuan. The chart I made is about hunger and undernourishment. This line graph on the left showing how the undernourishment rate changed in different parts of the world between 2005 and 2023. Then there's a bar chart on the right, breaking down the number of hunger people in each region last year and their percentage worldwide. Across those 90 years, we can see that Africa has been the highest undernourishment rate in the world. Overall, the trend of undernourishment rate in the world is decrease and increase. I broke down the data into Oceania, African, Asia, and Latin American to make those two graphs. Africa's undernourishment rate remains the highest worldwide. The bar chart highlights the undernourishment population in Asia is the largest. Europe and other regions do not appear because their undernourishment population is less than 2%.